Guys, so I'm going to be teaching you the first lesson for this new chapter. Hopefully it helps out. Watch the other video with Miss Rhinoceros if you need to get a little bit of extra clarity. The I can statement that we're covering for this particular lesson, ignore the creaking of my floor, is I can find the mean or the average of a set of data. Okay, so mean or average, those are actually the exact same thing. So if you hear someone talk about the mean, it's the same as the average. If you hear someone talk about the average, it's the same as the mean, okay? So it's a way to analyze data, which is what we are going over this chapter. It's statistics. So the vocabulary, mean, average, don't let that confuse you. It's the same thing. There are a couple of steps that you're going to take to be able to find the average of a given set of data. So I actually have 3 different surveys that someone could have given, and we're going to find the mean for each one, the mean or the average. So the first one, number of donuts eaten. So imagine that you're at a party and they're serving donuts, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people there. They all tell you how many donuts they ate. You are trying to find out the average amount of donuts that each person ate. So you're going to follow these steps to be able to find that out. So I use a red marker. The first step, that is not a very good marker. Step 1. You are going to add all data together. So what I mean by that, I'm going to say total. Because you want to know what is the total amount of donuts eaten. What is the total amount of minutes that everyone spent watching TV combined. You're going to add all of them together. So in this case, you would do 6 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4. Okay, I'm going to rewrite it over here just in parentheses. 6 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4. Okay, so you're going to add all those together. We get 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 1, 9, plus 0 is still 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 1 is 11. Plus 2 is 13. Plus 4 is 17. So there were a total of 17 donuts, okay? So I'm going to put that over here. Sum is 17, okay? So once you know the sum of all the data added together, then you're going to do step 2. Okay? You are going to divide the sum, I'll put an arrow there, by the number of data points. What I mean by the number of data points is number of times data was collected. Think about it. If I want to see the average amount of donuts eaten at a party, then I'm going to find the sum and then divide it by the number of times the data was collected. I collected data when I asked how many times they had donuts, when I asked how many times they did, when I asked how many times they did. Each time that I asked someone, hey, how many donuts did you eat at this party, I'm collecting data. So each of these numbers represent a data point. So we need to see how many people we asked, okay? We asked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. So you are going to take the sum, 17, And you are going to divide it in this situation by 8, since there are 8 data points. So you're going to do 17 divided by 8. Okay, so I'm actually going to do the math over here, so there's just a little bit more room. 8 goes into 17 2 times. You get 16, 1. Now you can either do a fraction here, and you get 2 1/8. Or if you want to keep going for a minute, you can. 1 time. And I don't know when it's going to end, but it's roughly, yeah, it would round to 2.1. So it's about 2.1 donuts or 2 1/8. Okay, so each person at this party had an average of 2 1/8 donuts. Okay, it's okay if you get a fraction. It's okay if you get a decimal, because not all numbers are going to go into it evenly. Okay, we're going to try this again following these same steps. So I'm just going to erase this part. And this part. Okay, we're going to follow the same steps. We're going to add all the data together, get that total, and then we're going to divide the sum by the number of data points that there are. We're going to do the same thing, but with this next set of data. So this next set of data is test scores. So we are going to add all these points of data together. In this case, we've got, I'll use a darker color so you can see better. We've got 63, 70, 82, 77, 88, 90, 80, and 92. Okay? We want to find out the sum of all these numbers. That's the first step. So 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. 20 plus 2 is 22. So I'm going to put the 2 here. Carry the 2. And then I'm going to do 2 plus 6, which is 8. 8 plus 7, which is 15. 15 plus 8, which is 23. 23 plus 7, which is 30. 30 plus 8 is 38. 38 plus 9 is 47. 47 plus 8 is 55. 55 plus 9 is 64. I apologize if I get lost because I'm doing all this mentally. If I did something wrong, it happens. But I got 648 too. So if I get that as my sum, then now I need to take this sum and I need to divide it by the number of points of data that were collected. In this case, I am looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different test scores. So I'm going to need to take 642, the sum, and divide it by 8, since there are 8 different test scores that I am looking at. So 8 goes into 6 0 times. 8 goes into 64 8 times, exactly. And then I bring down a 2. I could do fractions here and know that it's 8 1/4, or I can keep going, put that decimal there. Wait, not 8. Wow, what is wrong with me? 8 goes into 2 0 times. So right here we get 0. Then we get 2, and then we bring down another 0, and 8 goes into 22 times. We get 16. I'm just going to do this. We get 16, and it's going to be 40, and it'll end up being 80.25. I'm rushing it a little bit, but if you were to do the division, you would get 80.25. So we know that the average score was 80.25%. Okay? me rushing through math up here is a little bit rough, but the biggest thing that I want you guys to understand is the steps. So understanding that you're adding all of these points of data together, and then you're dividing it by the number of times that you collected data, or the number of points of data that there are. Okay? As long as you're getting that, just check your work with the math. I know you know how to add and divide and stuff. It's just you got to check it. I probably should check mine myself, but we got to move forward. So I'm going to do this last set of data, and we are looking at the minutes that people are spending watching TV. So let's say I ask 8 different people, okay, and they say 20 minutes, 60, 100, 125, 80. I overestimated here, probably because of the fact that we're at home all day. I'm assuming that you guys are watching probably a little bit more TV than what you typically would. I know I am. Okay, so if you've got the ones place, we've got 5, 10, 15. Carry that 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 8 is 19, plus 7 is 26, 30, 33. And then 3, 4, 5. So we got a total number of minutes of 535 minutes. So if we wanted to find the total amount of minutes if we wanted to find the average amount of minutes, then we were going to take this sum, we're going to divide it by the amount of people that we asked. We asked, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to do 5, I'm going to do a little higher, 535 divided, just going to do that, divided by 8. 8 goes into 53, 6 times? Yeah, 6 times. Okay, and we get 5. Carry down a 5. Again, 8 goes into 55 6 times. And we get 48 again. We subtract that. And then data borrow, 15 minus 8 is 7. Okay. And you've got this decimal here at this point. We'll use decimals for as long as we can. 8 goes into 70. My brain's being so dumb right now. 6 times? No, I did 6. 7. What is wrong with me right now? 8. It goes into it 8 times. Sorry, my brain shut off for a second. 64. Then we get 6. 8 goes into 60 7 times, because we get 56. So I'm just going to pause there, and then I'm going to just have us round to the nearest 10. So that would be 66.9. So people are spending about 66.9 minutes on average watching TV. Okay? I know, bear with me while I was doing the math part. That's probably the part that's going to take you the longest, but the steps are pretty simple. You just need to add everything up and then divide it by the number of data points. Okay? If you get a decimal, that's okay. If you get a fraction, that's okay. That's expected. Sometimes you won't. That's fine. But know that either way it's fine. Okay? If you have any questions about this, or if you're feeling like it's still kind of complicated, I recommend scheduling a Zoom with me so that I can work with you face-to-face. Well, not really face-to-face, but one-on-one with this stuff. And then also watch the other video with Miss Wright Osteros, because she might explain things in a way that makes more sense to you. Plus, it'll just add extra understanding. So you're good. Thanks. Bye.